How many significant figures should be present in the answer to the following calculations? Now please remember dears, when you talk about significant figures and mathematical operations, rules are simple but very clear. If you are multiplying or dividing, fine. You multiply and divide happily without considering anything. You might get a long number, whatever. But first check, how many significant figures are present with the first number? The rules say that if you have numbers after decimal, fine, then all the zeros on the left side should be omitted. All the zeros should be on the right side should be counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This digit has 4 significant figures. This digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it has 5 significant figures. This has 3 significant figures and this has 4 significant figures. Alright. Now if you are multiplying or dividing them, you will get some answer. You might get any answer and by using calculator you could actually find the answer till 10 decimal digits also. But the answer must not contain more significant figures than the minimum number amongst these. So 4, 5, 3, 4. The minimum number is 3. So the maximum number of significant figures that this can have is 3. Please, I'm not saying this multiplication or division comes out with 3. The number of significant figures in the answer, the maximum possibility is 3. That's it. This is the first question. Second question comes with a lot of debate. Why? NCERT offers one answer and actually this is ambiguous. Why? I'll tell you. There are two numbers, 5 and 5.364. Now, this number 5, how many significant figures does it possess? 5.364 is very clear, it has 4 significant figures. This number 5, does it contain 1 significant figure? Actually, the fun part is NCERT has assumed that it has infinite significant figures. Why? See, I'll tell you, the rule is very simple, but they have made to look very dirty here. The actual rule for significant figures is, if you are obtaining a number by counting, say for example, I'm saying how many students are present in this class, and if that number is 5, it is precisely 5. You can't have 5.1 or 5.001 students because students will be whole numbers, right? So, this number 5, the accuracy or the precision of this number is infinite. How many bananas are present in a dozen? When I say 12, that is infinite precision, right? Why? Because it's always 12. I can't have 12 point some number. It's a number. It's by counting. On the other hand, if I say the length of this cloth is, if somebody says 5 meters, the length of this cloth in meters is, and somebody says 5, then that 5, although it looks like an integer, it may or may not be a precise number because cloth could be 5.0 something meters also. So if an integer is obtained and it is known that it is integer only and it is not a product of measurement of any measurable quantity, it could be precise, it could be imprecise. So if 5 represents an integer which is a product of counting, it depends upon the scientific process by which you have encountered this number. In that case, the precision of 5 would be infinite. Infinity and 4, the smaller number is 4. So the number of significant figures in this would be 4. Yes. But however, there would be a source from which our NCERT people would have copied this. And they have not wondered and they have not bothered to clarify this 5 comes from where. If this 5 is a result of some measurement of a physical quantity, say for example, the volume of this sample of water is, in liters is, and say if that comes out to be 5, in that case, this might not be an exact whole number. It could be 5 point anything also. In that case, the number of significant figures of this would be 1. And in that case, the answer would change from 4 to 1. But again, this is NCERT. NCERT is a lovely book which eats away half the data, gives you answers, assume half, and expects you to discover it for your own, which leaves the students confused. But again, there's nothing new about NCERT. So I've told you the rule clearly and a potential error of omission. This is a double meaning question which they have given and they have not specified. If you interpret as per the meaning of writer's brain, which is a very stupid way of writing anything in science. I mean, I would not have to figure out the brain of the writer. Science means exact. It's an open-ended question which can have 2 answers. But going by NCERT's brain, the answer would be 4, and they've assumed 5 to be an exact number, which I've just explained may or may not be exact. And the third question is a real magic. As per NCERT, the answer is 4. My condolences.